What is the blues scale and where does it come from? That's what we're going to be going over today, so let's dive in right now. Now, I just got this question in email from a student. What the heck is the blues scale, right? I mentioned it in a recent video when we were talking about the 80-20 approach to learning guitar. You know, 20% of the things that you learn are gonna get you 80% of your results. And one of the things I said in there to learn is the blues scale. So what the heck is the blues scale? Well, first let's back up. First thing we need to know is the notes of our A minor scale. Now, bear with me because knowing the notes of your A minor scale is going to get us to understanding where the blues scale comes from. Trust me, okay? So, our notes for our A minor scale are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Right? So, A minor is just like C major, where C major, the notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. In A minor, same thing, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Now, here's why we need to know that. Because our minor pentatonic scale, you know this one that everybody starts out with? That scale is derived from this minor scale. But we remove 2 notes. So the minor scale has 7 notes. The pentatonic scale has 5 notes. So we're essentially just playing the same scale and leaving out 2 of those notes. The notes that we are going to leave out are our B note, which is the second note of this scale. So we're going to leave that out. We're going to play our C, we're going to play D, we're going to play E, and then we're going to leave F, which is the 6th. We're going to take that out as well. Well, technically it's the flat 6, but hey, who's counting? And so taking the B, or the 2nd, and the F, or the 6th, out of the minor scale is going to leave us with A, C, D, E, G, and then back up to A. And that is where we get our minor pentatonic. We take that same order of notes, we play 2 notes per string, and we follow that cycle. So we go A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C. I don't know why that A was so quiet. That was weird. But that's the scale, and it's only those 5 notes. Now, here's why this is important. Our blues scale is the minor pentatonic scale, but we're going to add 1 more note to it. And this is called a blue note, or you'll hear it called the flat 5, which is what I usually talk about it as, is calling it the flat 5. I guess if you really wanted to, you could call it a sharp 4. Either way, doesn't matter. Potato, tomato. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that minor pentatonic scale, so A, C, D, E, G, A, and we're going to add 1 note. So we're going to add a flat 5th. So the 5th is that E note right there, right? Starting on the 5th fret of my 6th string, I'm playing 5, and then 8, and then on my 5th string, I'm playing 5 and 7, and on my 4th string, 5 and 7, 3rd string, 5 and 7, 2nd string, 5 and 8, and 1st string, 5 and 8. We're going to add a note on the 5th string right between 5 and 7. So we're going to add our 6th fret. So that means our blues scale is going to go 5 and 8 on our 6th string. And then on the 5th string, we're going to do 5, 6, 7. Now that's just playing up and down 1 octave of that scale, but we go higher when we go up into the higher string. So check this out. What we're going to do is we're going to continue that same sequence of notes, and wherever this E flat note is, or D sharp, however you want to think of it, we're going to throw that in again. So again, that's after our D, and then D sharp, and then E. Sound good? So as we're going up, we have our A here, so we're going to go A, C, D, D sharp, E, G, A, C, D, D sharp. So on the 3rd string, we're going to add the 8th fret right there too. And then on the 2nd, we've got our E, and then we've got G, and then we've got A and C. So if we're playing the full horizontal pattern, that box pattern of our minor pentatonic, we're adding that same note, the D sharp or E flat note, or the flat 5, or the blue note, whatever you want to call it. We're going to add that in twice. So that means that is going to be the full scale up and down. Now, if this scale is totally new to you, what you need to do is you need to first play that scale up and down a few times. Get it under your fingers, get comfortable with it, and get to the point where you can play it without really having to think about it. Now, here's the trick. Once you've got this under your fingers, we need to go improvise with it, right? I suggest that you look up like a slow blues jam in A minor to jam with, right? And so just something like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this A blues scale that we just played, and you're going to improvise with it. But here's the trick. That blue note that we just added isn't always the kind of note that you want to land on unless you're looking to create a lot of tension. Okay? Normally it gets used as a passing note. It's not the kind of note that we generally it's one that people will skip over and pass from one note to the next note and be able to. But sometimes landing on it can really just spice it up. So, like I said, get it under your fingers and then go improvise with it over a backing track. Get creative with it right away because it forces your brain to have to recall that scale shape, which makes you learn it even deeper. If you want to go one step further, write it down. Map it out. Draw a little mini fretboard on a piece of paper and write it out. Map it out how it would be to play that whole scale, and you can even mark the blue notes special. Maybe do it with a blue marker or something. If you know your other 4 pentatonic shapes, right? So we have your minor pentatonic, or pentatonic shape 1, right? And then we have your major pentatonic, or pentatonic shape number 2, and then shape 3, shape 4, shape 5, and then back up to shape 1. The trick is between every D and E note, between the 4th and the 5th, we're going to add the blue note. Anywhere. So check this out. This is the C major pentatonic shape. Same notes as my A minor. I'm playing C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, right? Now, after every D, right before every E, between D and E, everywhere, I need to add in that blue note, right? So I'm going to have to go C, D, D sharp, E, G. Make sense? So in all of those shapes, wherever you have that 4th and 5th of that minor scale, we're going to add the blue note. So your assignment for today is to learn this first blues scale shape. And then to go improvise and get creative using that blues shape. Then once you're comfortable with that first shape, apply the same note, adding the blue note wherever it happens in any of your other pentatonic scale shapes that you know. And if you do that, this blues scale is going to give you a whole new flavor to mess around with and to have fun with. And it's something that, like, for example, Slash from Guns N' Roses, he really likes to use the blues scale because it just makes things a little bit nicer than just your straight up pentatonic scale that everybody gets used to all the time, right? right? And so this is a great way to still use a lot of pentatonic based stuff, because let's face it, 80% of popular music is going to be pentatonic stuff. But throwing in blue notes, because you understand your blue scale, is one way that you can start to sound a little bit different. So I hope that was fun for you. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions or you've got something that you'd like to see a video on, do leave a comment down below. And with that, I do have a gift for you. If you go to my website at simpleguitar.com/top10, if you haven't gotten it already, go get my top 10 things to learn on guitar first. It's totally free. All you do is put in your email, I send it to you, and in that guide, I'm going to go through 10 things that I like to teach beginners that get them a lot of bang for their buck when it comes to guitar playing. So if you haven't got that, go to simpleguitar.com/top10. Thanks for watching today. Have fun with this blue scale, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.